good. Oh, what a noise. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. This is Peter. Today we're going to get behind the wheel of this beautiful 2023 Dodge Challenger RT ScatPack wide body swinger edition. Now I'm very excited to get behind the wheel of this beautiful Challenger, as I've always been a big fan of the Challengers and Chargers, basically all the Dodge muscle car family, including the SUVs. I believe the SUVs are still building a few of them, and the T-Rex, but I know the Challenger and the Charger are basically done for 2024. So this one here that we have with us here is basically what Dodge calls the last call for this muscle cars, and this one here is a beautiful example of that, being in this swinger edition model. Now this one that we have with us here is in an F8 green as Dodge calls it. Fantastic looking color, especially with this gold wheels. Before we go on, I want to give a big shout out to Barto for allowing me some time with this beautiful Challenger. Big thank you to Tim, and I'm going to put all their information and a link to their website in the description below. And ladies and gentlemen, here we have this 2023 Dodge Challenger RT ScatPack wide body swinger edition. A little bit of a mouthful, but that's basically the name of the car. Beautiful paint. First we'll start off with the paint. Beautiful F8 green paint, as Dodge calls it. Fantastic shade of green. Looks kind of like a basil, kind of a lighter green. Really looks fantastic, especially with this gold color wheels that this swinger package comes with. Now before we go on, guys, this one here is not a brand new one. It's actually still new, but it is a 2023. It's got 1,600 miles. It is a pre-owned car, and we'll take a look at the sticker in a moment, what the original MSRP is. But at Barto Ford, they're asking just under $60,000 for this awesome, beautiful muscle car, which seems to be a pretty good price considering the range of sticker that we'll look at in just a few moments once we get inside. Checking out the styling, of course, this one here has a shaker hood. One of the options that you can get in this stringer editions. We get a pretty good sized front splitter, as you can see there. Really nice how that long goes along. Now coming here, guys, one of the special things about this swinger here, that we have this 20-inch wheel. These are basically done in gold, kind of like a motorsports gold wheel. These are wrapped around 305 millimeter Pirelli P0 all-season performance tires. Huge grip on this one here. Now this car does have an adaptive suspension as well, and as you can see here, these are basically stopped by 6-piston calipers, Brembo calipers with 15.7-inch rotors. These rotors seem to be a two-piece rotor, and they're slotted as well, which seems fantastic. Of course, this car needs a lot of brake, as always. It's a pretty heavy car, around, I think it's about 4,300 pounds this car's weight, so quite a bit of power and a lot of weight. You need good brakes as well. So come around, guys, checking out the rest. So we got the little B right here, the little symbol, which is awesome. We got body color mirrors. Now this one here being pre-owned, it's got a little bit of tint, and we also have like a little bit of American flag here on the quarter window. Looks fantastic. Of course, this car's been around for a while, so this is a car that everybody knows, but this particular swinger edition looks fantastic. I really like it. The wheels look the same. Of course, here in the back we got the same wheel with same rims, except though here we have basically a 13.8-inch rotor here in the back with 4-piston calipers. Looks great as well. Love the little kind of a goldish, swinger edition. This is I believe they call it a basil green. It's kind of the same thing that goes inside, but that's what Dodge calls kind of the package that it comes with this swinger edition. As you can see, we got this backpack here on the spoiler. We got a reverse camera. Traditional Dodge Challenger back here. As you can see, double exhaust here in the very bottom, with kind of like a light gray or dark gray bottom finish to that diffuser there. As you can see, coming around here, we got the rest of it. We got, of course, your kind of plastic fuel cell, kind of like a race car style fuel filter there, which is really fantastic. Really looks great. I mean, love the color. The color looks really good. Just I'm gonna swing out. You can see, guys, this beautiful car is just so great, especially with this gold wheels. And I think it sits a little high. I wish we sit a little lower. It might need some lowering springs. But now coming back here to the back of this Challenger, as you can see, guys, I have the key with me here. We got an open close. We got a remote start as well, and a double click to open up the trunk. Now back here, it's not a lot of space. It says obviously it's a coupe. For opening up the trunk, as you can see there, we have about 16 cubic feet of space here in the back. Not not a lot, but it's pretty decent size. You can put a pretty decent size of luggage here. This got no spare or anything like that. If we raise this up, we got the battery back here, a little more space for storage, but that's about it for this Challenger. As you can see, we got some floor mats right there. Huge trunk, but obviously it's not a huge trunk as it might seem, but overall still a pretty cool car. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and bring this down, guys. And let's see, we got the reverse camera right there and the Dodge plate right there, and there we go. And coming here to the front of the hood of this Challenger, let's go ahead and raise the hood, guys. Hydraulic shocks, thank you very much, Dodge, for putting those here for us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here we have the 6.4 liter normally aspirated Hemi V8. This is producing 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque. Of course, this is going through an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it's going through the rear wheels, as this is a rear-wheel drive vehicle. Now, of course, you can get an all-wheel drive Challenger as well, but you have to go down to the V6. I believe Dodge just produced all-wheel drive V8 cars, but that's for the police interceptors, if I'm correct. As you can see, we already got a performance air filter there with this shaker hood. Really looks awesome. This is kind of old school, but looks great. We have a speed logic here. Look at the sticker. I don't know if somebody put it on there. And here we have the last call little plate here. As you can see, with Dodge Challenger last call model. Really awesome the way that is. Of course, here we got the shaker hood. Of course, we got all this is put here in the middle of the hood. In terms of fuel economy, you don't buy this car for fuel economy, but you're looking at about 15 miles per gallon in a city and about 25 highway. I'm going to put those figures for you guys up on the screen. But there we go, guys. Here's the power plant of this beautiful Dodge Challenger. Of course, now going to the new Hemi for 2025, the new Challenger. It's going to be all electric motors. Kind of sucks, but that's the way Dodge is heading right now with their muscle cars. And let's go ahead and take a look inside. Let's go ahead and get inside of the cockpit of this Challenger. As you can see, guys, pretty much standard cockpit of the Challenger. Now, what's special about this Swinger edition here, you get the green stitching here. They call kind of like a basal green, which is really cool the way that is. This screen looks great. And of course, we got, looks like a little bit of a gray, but it's actually a green color stitching. It looks fantastic. Of course, we got soft cover materials here. We got controls for your windows and mirrors and some memory buttons here for your seats. Here, coming to the seats, as you can see, these are special seats here as well. We got the green logo right there from Dodge, and we got also that's done in green as well. Some with the stitching. This in the middle are Alcantara with a bit of Napa leather here on the outside. Looks great. And of course, the back seats, as you can see there, I'm not going to get in the back, but pretty small. Functional if you're going to carry somebody out there for just a little bit, but not the space to want to be if you want to be there for a long time. But coming here back to the steering wheel, as you can see, we got tilting and telescopic steering wheel. That's automatic. That comes with this package. This one is with a lot of technology packages and a lot of things like that. Controls for your mirrors, and controls for your lights and all the trunk as well. As you can see, we also got some stitching here on the dash as well. Pretty standard for this Dodge ScatPack or this Challenger edition. So as you can see, we got power seats here for the driver. We do have a manual seat for the passenger, but these are cooled and heated seats as well. And as well, the steering wheel is heated. And as you see, we got some aluminum pedals there as well. And here we have your basically your parking brake there. For let's go ahead, guys, and get inside. Now here we are inside of this Dodge Challenger's interior. Now basically this interior has been around for a while. I do like the interior of the Charger myself, not this one, but they're kind of similar, but I do prefer the Charger's interior a little bit more. But this one here is done really well. As you can see, we have the green stitching there around. We have the Swinger edition right there by the air vent, by the passenger air vent. And coming here, we got a little more of that green stitching here on the dash. And actually, let's go ahead, guys, and before we go on, let's go ahead and start up this Challenger. Let's go ahead and press our foot on the brake and hit that. Oof, you can hear that beautiful sounding V8. Now, as you can see, guys, part of the package, part of the Swinger package, you also get the flat bottom steering wheel as well. And as you can see, this is perforated leather with also the green stitching here as well. Let's go ahead and straighten out the wheel. You get a little more room here. And just giving a quick review to this interior, just go ahead and show you the glove box. You can see that it's still pretty new. It's got all the different papers, and I do have the sticker here, but you can see pretty new interior. Here we got the stitching there. We got a bit of aluminum trim here by the cup holders. There's 8-speed automatic, dual zone AC. We got heated and cool seats and a heated steering wheel. Now here we have the 8.4-inch touchscreen that's connected to the Uconnect system 4 from Dodge or Stellantis, or however you want to call it, but pretty good system as well. You got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We have navigation in this one here as well. We got audio, and we have the navigation there, as you can see there. We can view the map. Now, of course, going to this screen, you can do all kinds of configurations to the Dodge Challenger. There is a line lock, all kinds of tunes and things you can do to customize your ScatPack to your wanting. If you want to do burnouts, if you want to go to the racetrack, if you want to go to a circuit, all kinds of configurations you can do. So I'm not gonna go into that again. We can actually just gonna go and see if we can go to basically you got heated and cooled seats as well. I'm gonna put actually my vented seat on low, which feels fantastic. Of course, we go back here to the modes. We got media, and I believe we have a Alpine's nice speaker system on this ScatPack. If we can hear the system, it sounds pretty good actually. So a pretty good song there with if you want a pina colada. I certainly do not, because it's pretty hot right now, and it's getting pretty hot here in Central Florida. So guys, here heading to the steering wheel. As you can see, the steering wheel feels fantastic in your fans. Of course, it's perforated with the leather here. It looks great. Of course, I love the green stitching as well there, and it looks good. We got the pedals here in the very back. We got your gauges. As you can see here, they're all pretty good clear gauges. Now you can see, as I mentioned, the white face is part of the special model, part of the swinger package. And coming here, guys, you can see just the rest of it here, really nice. I like that the steering wheel is automatic telescoping and tilting. As you can see, pretty cool of that feature. The rest of inside, guys, you can see just coming around here, we have a little more center storage here. We got all your USB connections, 3 USB ports right there, and a 12-volt connection right there, and a little more storage space, as you can see there. And that's about it, guys. So we got some of that more green stitching right there. Really nice the way this is. A little bit of a net here on the side, if you might see that, but overall a pretty cool interior. Kind of up here, as you can see, we got the black headliner. We got space here for store your sunglasses, LED lighting here, your rear mirror here with SOS for your emergency services. And that's about it, guys. You can see pretty cool interior, pretty much the same material as it's been in this Challengers for quite a while. So let's go ahead and go out for a test drive. But before we close the door, let's go ahead and hear this awesome Hemi V8. Oof, this thing reps so gorgeous. Feels like a precise engine. What a great engine. Let's go ahead and close the door. Before we go on, let's go ahead and check out our reverse camera. As you can see, we have pretty decent graphics. It looks a little dark, unusual. I don't know if it's dirty, but just directory lines, and that's about it. And we do have some, as you can see, we do have a little bit of sensors there as well working, because we got the sidewall right there. Let's go ahead, guys, and go forward and let's check out this charger. Now, before we go on, as you can see, we got the performance page right here. And if we go home, let's go ahead. We got the performance pages. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna put this thing on sport, and then of course we go back to the pages. It takes a little bit to kind of go, but stability is off. But we're not gonna really push it a ton. But let's see how this girl drives. Now, of course, this is a big car, 4,300 pounds. It does turn pretty good there. You can see with the big shaker hood right there. But this just feels so good. This car's a lot of power. You gotta respect it. But these things are so much fun as well. So it's so sad that obviously Dodge kind of let go of this V8 models, this Hemi engines. Obviously the new Charger looks good with the new Challenger, as they call it. That's going to be a 2-door and a 4-door, but I mean, I wish they hadn't gone all electric. They could have done a hybrid version with a V8, but I don't know how that would work out. But we'll see how the new electric Challenger comes along. But in the meantime, we got to enjoy this normally aspirated Hemi V8, 6.4 liter V8 here. Let's go out this way here. And wow, just a great car overall. Now there's quite a bit of people coming here, and if we give a little bit of pour. Oh yes, a lot of good torque. I kind of love this car. You know, obviously, you know, I'm more of a sports car, something that handles better, but you gotta have fun. This is also part of the fun of this car. You know, this big V8s, you know, become more of a straight line muscle car. Now this doesn't handle too bad, considering it's got some adaptive suspension, but it's still 4,300 pounds. This car's not really, you know, tuned to be good at circuit, you know, at a racetrack. But if you're in a straightaway, yes, it's good V8 fun. Now we're still here in this area. And I'm not gonna get crazy into it, but yeah, let's go ahead and get a little bit to it. Yes, fast V8s, great 8-speed CF transmission, a lot of power, guys. Brakes, oh yeah, those Brembos feel fantastic. Solid brake pedal, you can just feel the confidence in them. Those calipers just grabbing onto the rotors, those 6 pistons in the front. Now, I'm gonna be crazy, guys. Obviously, everybody knows how these cars handle, how fast these cars, how good these things are at doing donuts. Unfortunately, the wrong crowds are getting into these cars, and hopefully they will. Some of them will last, because I mean, unfortunately, these cars, you know, these cars are being, you know, wrecked. They're being stolen. They're being all kinds of things that, unfortunately, these cars, you know, are attracting the wrong attention. And I wish people will, you know, some of these people that are doing this, it's just for show, not really to enjoy the car or to take care of it. People just trash these cars, unfortunately. But I hope some of these last, because these are fantastic cars that Dodge has built. I mean, big horsepower, rear motor, you know, just fun. And especially when you have all this performance that you can do, like, you know, drag racing and line lock and all that kind of great things. It's just fantastic. Of course, if we give it a little bit of flooring here, super quick transmission, fully fun, easy. This thing gets up to speed, as you can see. And just, yeah, it's a big car. I mean, you can definitely feel that this car takes in most of the road. But wow, what a great car. Of course, we got this Florida drivers and this all pickup trucks just getting in front of you. They don't care. But what it is, guys, with Florida drivers, as always, somebody here is always getting in front of me while you're coming down at speed. But what can you do? But going back to this car, looks great, feels fantastic. The steering wheel is pretty direct, considering you got some pretty meaty fronts, 305mm tires. Obviously gonna be doing some tram lining with this tires, and of course now we go slow. I'm gonna slow down a little more than usual because, oh man. All right, so. Oh, let's go good. Oh, what a noise. And the brakes, not a lot of dive. I was expecting a little more brake depth, but this is pretty stable. Now, of course, this car, you know, it's gonna have some adaptive suspension. The steering wheel is pretty direct. I'm being honest. It's got some good steering feedback. Obviously, you got a lot of tires, so it definitely is gonna, you know, give you some good feedback. But in terms of the visibility, it's a little bit, you know, claustrophobic in here. I mean, there's a little bit of there's good visibility. The front's not bad. It's not as bad as a Camaro, I think. The back's got a good window. But this is a very comfortable car. The seats are excellent. I know I got the Alcantara feels fantastic, especially when it's being cooled as well, which I love about this package that this Charger brings, the Swinger package. This thing just feels good. It's a, you know, normal car to drive. It's just great. It feels good. Let's see there's usually some cups around here. Let's see how this thing turns. Yeah, it's got some good. It does handle. You can feel the weight, but it does handle. It does, you know, stay the course in a turn. Now, of course, with all this power, you're easily getting up to speed with 485 horsepower. But wow, this thing it feels good. It's you know, it's a big car. You can definitely feel its weight and its heft and its bigness. You got a big shaker hood here, but overall the feeling of the car, I mean, it drives good though. I mean, better than I expected it to be. Even in that Challenger, I did a Challenger as well, but I also did a Charger ScatPack as well. I don't think it had this type of package, but wow, the steering does feel pretty direct, to be honest. I mean, it's a big car, but yeah, it does hold. It doesn't. Looks like Dodge did kind of put a little bit of suspension on this one, because you cannot. This is not swinging around like a big boat, like a tugboat. It's actually pretty stable, to be honest. I think this is this active suspension, or this not active, but I would say this adaptive suspension, and this is really doing its job. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, unfortunately, you know, Dodge is not building anything like this. Ford still's got the Mustang building, and of course, we got all the new great Mustangs. And that's about it. I mean, BMW is still building some you know, fast cars, but overall muscle cars, you know, Dodge is the one to go. Of course, just the Mustang is there, but it's more turned into more of like a track circuit car than a real racer. Camaro is also finished. You know, they're all done with the Camaro as well. So Mustang is the only surviving muscle car that you can get. You know, unfortunately, we had to turn ours back into some of these used cars. And of course, this one here is a little gem. Fantastic color, great wheels, looks great. You know, I hope this is probably not gonna last, so I'm glad I got to do this one here, because somebody was on it last night, but I guess didn't buy it. But thank you again to Bartow Ford. But wow, what a great car. I mean, looks great. It's fast, of course. We know that. We all know that. I just hope that, you know, some people conserve these cars and don't wreck them or don't treat them as bad as they deserve, because these are pretty much, you know, gonna be non-existent, you know, in the future if people keep wrecking them, you know, stealing them, and just not really caring for these cars. But in conclusion, let me know what you guys think of this beautiful RT ScatPack model, wide body, which looks great. Classic muscle car is never gonna die. These cars are gonna be here forever. I'm not gonna be trading in an electric car for this. This is just a pinnacle of automotive enthusiasm. A great car overall. So let me know what you guys think. Big thank you again to Bartow Ford, and then was my friend right there in the golf cart, Tim, for allowing me some time with this beautiful ScatPack model, wide body. Let me know what you guys think. $60,000. Actually, we didn't take a look at that. Let's go ahead and park real quick and take a look at that sticker before we go on. Enjoying this is actually I love the exhaust. It's not raspy, not quite drony, anything like that. It's pretty quiet, to be honest. Let's go around this way here, and we're gonna park here next to a Mustang GT350, which is pretty cool. As you can see the size of that, this is a much bigger car. But before we go on, guys, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the sticker of this original ScatPack here. As you can see, Swinger Edition 2023. This listed price was $47. We got all the packages, about $6,000 for this wide body package, which include the wheels, the suspension, all that. About $5,500 for the Swinger Edition. We got about $3,200 for this Plus package. Technology package is about $500 and about $1,200 for the Torque 6-speed automatic, 8-speed automatic. And then we have the Uconnect system for about $500. It's kind of tough to read those little numbers. I'm gonna put this thing for you guys here for on the screen, but as you can see, guys, pretty cool. This in here has a total price of $67,310 as it came out of the assembly line. As it is, guys, still a brand new car, as you can see. So your budget Ford is asking $60,000, so you're saving about $6,000, basically the tax if you're gonna buy it, of this absolutely awesome muscle car. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick review of this 2023 ScatPack Challenger. Fantastic. I love the color. This is a great car. Unfortunately, we're going to be losing these cars, and hopefully we can preserve some of these beautiful muscle cars and enjoy them in the future. Thank you for watching. You guys have a fantastic evening. Subscribe, hit the like button, and I appreciate you guys. If you made it all the way to the video to this point, thank you so very much. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.